Rita! Where are you?
Help me, Mike. Help me, Mike. Help me.
It's the same dream, night after night. I'm searching for Rita in the dark world, but something unspeakable starts chasing me. I never make it back through the portal in time. It's been more than a year since I foiled the Ancients' plans to grow an alien embryo in my brain, and still the dark world haunts me. Rita's murder is just the latest reminder that no place is safe from the darkness. Not even my hometown. Come in. The door's open.
Your mother let me in, Dawson. I had some more questions to ask you about the murder.
Didn't we go all over this before?
Yes, but that was last week and you left out a lot. The witnesses said you and Rita left the banquet together. What happened when you two were alone?
Look, I don't remember being alone with Rita that night. I don't remember anything. I must have gotten drunk.
Is that so? People said they heard you two arguing outside the school building.
Look, Sheriff, I'm going to be late for my doctor appointment.
I know all about your sessions with Dr. Sims, but the mayor wants you to make time to meet with the feds later.
Feds? You mean the FBI?
That's right. I don't much like the idea of them trampling over my turf, but the mayor wants me to bring them in.
I wish I had something to tell you, Sheriff. I really do.
Well, if you remember anything, see me down at the station. But your memory had better return by today, or things won't look good for you.
The reception stinks in here. All I'd get is snow. The reception's... The stereo stopped working when I was a senior. I never bothered to get it fixed. It smells good in here. Mom must be cooking something special. Mom looks pretty good considering all she's been through. Morning, Mom.
So it takes the sheriff to wake you up, Mike?
You know, you woke me up with all those pots banging.
Sorry, Mike, but it's time that you got up. The sun has been shining for hours.
Gosh, Mom, you treat me like I'm in high school again.
Well, then start acting your age. You came home to recover from your nervous breakdown, which is fine, but you've been here for a year now. When are you going back to your job?
Go easy on me. What I went through last year was far worse than anything you could imagine.
I've lost a husband and a sister to cancer. Your father left me no insurance money, and I have arthritis. You don't see me checking into a mental hospital with a nervous breakdown.
It wasn't a nervous breakdown. It was... You wouldn't understand.
I understand that you're always moping around and acting like a bum. Come on, Mike. Why don't you finish up that novel you were writing?
You're ashamed of me, aren't you?
No, son, I'm not ashamed of you. I just wish I knew what was bothering you. You were always full of energy and life. Since that nervous breakdown, all you do is stare at the walls.
I'm going out, Mom. See you later.
That's right. Run off again while I'm talking to you. You're worse now than when you were a teenager.
But I've got things to do today, Mom.
Like what? You don't do a damn thing around here anymore.
I don't feel like talking anymore, Mom. I'll see you later.
Fine. You say that every morning. Please don't be late for supper.
By the way, Mom, thanks for taking care of me this past year.
I love you, Mike. I just want you to get well again.
When I was a kid, my family used to gather here to watch television. Hey, that's Jack. He likes to think he's tough with that motorcycle and all, but he's about the only new friend I've made since I returned home.
Well, are you just gonna stand there gaping at me, Mikey boy, or are you gonna take a load off your feet?
What are you doing here?
I'm here to sweep the sleep cooties from your eyes and get your butt motivated. So, how's my favorite mental case today?
The sheriff thinks I murdered Rita.
Yeah, I know. I overheard Deputy Brown talking in the diner. You're the #1 suspect.
What should I do?
Not to worry, Mikey boy. I've been giving your situation some thought, and I think there are some things Sheriff Butler overlooked.
It's hopeless. I feel like the biggest patsy since Oswald.
Don't worry, we'll get you out of this mess. Then we can party.
I'm too hungry to think right now, Jack. How about joining me at the diner?
I don't think I'm very welcome there. Not after that stunt I pulled with a jukebox. Let's meet here after you're done stuffing your face.
You know, Jack, I still can't remember what happened that night.
Nothing happened. You know that, and I know that.
I've got an appointment with Dr. Sims soon. Let's get together afterwards.
You're seeing that, Quack? Don't waste your time with that head shrinker. Listen to your old pal Jack instead. Okay, we'll meet here after you're done with Dr. Sigmund Fraud.
Thanks, Jack. Thanks for believing me.
Now, don't get all mushy on me. I'll meet you right here after your doctor's appointment. Until then, hang loose.
On giving hot lunches to the school children. In other parts of the country, law enforcement officials are still bewildered about the murder of local librarian Rita Scanlon last week after the high school reunion. When asked about potential suspects, Sheriff Willard Butler replied,
Michael, you and your kind are in grave danger once again. The ancients have returned. I am sending something to assist you. You must act quickly.
Warned that this is the second local death this year, and residents should always be alert. On the national news scene,
There's someone at the front door. It's a ticket for a traveling carnival over in the park. Even though I grew up in this town, I still find that a map helps me get to places quickly. Hank's diner in the pool hall next door played a large part in my teenage years. I took Rita to the diner on our first date when we were both juniors in high school. Hank's diner isn't the swinging place it used to be, but Hank still does enough business to keep the place going. How's it going, Hank?
My back's been acting up, but otherwise not too bad. How are you, Mike?
I'm still bummed out about what happened last week.
Rita was a real pretty girl. I remember you two sipping your sodas and holding hands under the table when you were kids.
Have you heard any more about the investigation?
Deputy Brown stopped by to get some coffee and donuts on his way to Rita's place. He was saying that the FBI might be called in. Doc Larson was telling us some pretty grisly stuff.
What did Doc Larson have to say?
He wouldn't go into any details because he wants to keep certain things from the public. I haven't seen Doc Larson so excited since that other murder.
Rita was murdered in a public park. How could they keep any details secret?
Doc Larson had her body moved to the morgue before dawn. Deputy Brown said the sheriff wasn't too happy about that. Didn't give him much of a chance to examine the crime scene first.
I need some fresh air.
You don't look well, Mike. Why don't you go out for a walk? Nice day for it.
I think I'll just do that, Hank. See you later.
Take care, Mike.
How's it going, Hank?
Back so soon, Mike? I thought you were going out for a walk.
I wasn't I? I don't know whether I'm coming or going anymore.
You need to take it easy, Mike. Why don't you go visit that carnival in the park? Get your mind off things.
All right. I can take a hint. See you later, Hank.
Take care, Mike.
The carnival has been set up here in the park for more than a week now. I wonder when it's going to finally open. Oh my God. This is where Rita was murdered. They're empty. They must have emptied the trash earlier. They're empty. They must have emptied the trash earlier. Rita, who could have done this to you? Rita, who could have done this to you? Who's there? Why are you hiding in the bushes?
I'm checking out the murder site. The criminal always leaves a clue at the scene of the crime.
Did you know Rita?
I knew Miss Scanlon was the town librarian. At least that's what she claimed. But I have my suspicions about her.
What was suspicious about Rita?
She was involved with something. Something unclean. I haven't figured out what it is yet, but when I do, it will expose the evil lurking under this town.
I don't know what you hope to find here. The sheriff must have gone over this place with a fine-tooth comb.
The sheriff? Don't make me laugh! That buffoon couldn't solve a jigsaw puzzle. He has no conception of the significance of this crime.
You seem to be the only one who really understands what is going on. Who do you think killed Rita?
I think she was murdered by aliens from another dimension.
You know about the ancients. So the Keeper of the Scrolls was right. They were involved with Rita's death.
Of course it was the ancients. Who else could have committed such a horrible crime? It had to be the ancients.
Finally, someone else who knows about the dark world. I can't even confide in my mother or my best friend about this. I'm so glad I met you, Slim.
Or it might have been OJ working in cahoots with the Trilateral Commission, I'll betcha. Then again, it could have been the International Communist Conspiracy. This looks like their handiwork.
I've got to go now.
Wait! Before you leave, I did find something the sheriff overlooked. It's a ticket stub to last week's high school reunion.
Do you mind if I have the ticket, Slim? I don't have many mementos of Rita.
Take it, Mr. Dawson. It's not much of a clue, and besides, I've got theories about a hired hitman and a satanic cult to follow up on. Don't worry, I'll find Rita's murderer and prove your innocence.
Gee, thanks, Slim. That makes me feel a lot better.
Glad to have your vote of confidence, Mr. Dawson. Well, I've got some investigating to do. Oh, by the way, I live out behind the pool hall if you need to get in touch with me.
I have a splitting headache. I better go see Dr. Sims. I've been finding reasons to avoid going to Dr. Sims' office during the past week. Rita used to live just around the corner.
Make yourself comfortable, Mike. I've been expecting you.
I'm feeling much better, Doctor. I don't think I need to see you anymore.
I disagree, Mike. I know you're frustrated with the slow progress, but these things take time. But perhaps some hypnotherapy will speed up your recovery.
All right. You've convinced me. Hypnotize me.
You're feeling sleepy. You feel like you're drifting on a cloud, on a rubber raft at the swimming pool. All is calm, all is quiet. You are sleepy.
I feel so dizzy. This reunion banquet is giving me a headache. I need some fresh air.
You always need fresh air, Mike. I swear, I don't know what's happened to you since you've moved away from here. And frankly, I don't like it.
Come on, Rita. Give me a break. You know I've been sick?
Sick of people, you mean? You've become such a loner, Mike. You never want to go anywhere where there's people. You don't even want to visit any of my friends.
Not your reading group again. Always busy doing stuff for the library. You never have any time to spend alone with me anymore. Why can't it be like it was when we were in high school?
People change, Mike, but I don't care for the change that's come over you. You're drunk. I'll see you later. I have a friend to see.
Fine. Just walk away. I hope the boogeyman gets you. Whew. Why am I so dizzy? I bet the punch is spiked.
Is someone there? Don't play games. Mike? Is that you? Ah!
Mike? Are you awake? How's your headache now?
I feel better. My headache's gone.
Good. Perhaps hypnosis is the answer to your problems.
I was wrong about this hypnosis stuff. I'd like to do it some more.
I'm glad it's working for you, Mike, but it looks like our time is up. If the headache comes back, we'll try more hypnosis.
Thanks, Dr. Sims. I feel a whole lot better.
It's good to know you're on the road to recovery, Mike. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
The Civic Center. We used to joke about the sheriff's office, courthouse, and morgue all being next door to each other. First they tie 'em, then they try 'em, then they fry 'em. Andy and Barney would be right at home here. But this ain't Mayberry, and unless I can get the sheriff off my back, there ain't going to be a happy sitcom ending. So, how's the murder investigation going, Sheriff?
You know, Dawson, they say killers follow the investigations of their own crimes just for the thrill.
I heard rumors about the condition of Rita's body.
Rumors? What kind of rumors?
There was a rumor going around that the body was mutilated?
I'll tell you one thing. Doc Larson was having himself a field day. Happier than a pig in slop. But I can't reveal details. We have to withhold specific information that only the killer would know. Dawson?
You make it sound like Doc Larson enjoyed seeing Rita's mutilated body.
I tell you, I've never seen the man so excited. He could hardly wait to have the body bundled up and sent off to the morgue.
That Doc Larson's one strange guy.
Well, you know he was kicked off a hospital staff, don't you? Something about fooling around with some patient in the hospital morgue. But I shouldn't spread rumors.
Well, I think I'll be going now.
Anytime you feel like confessing, Dawson, you come right back. I'll be here.
Here comes Jack. Okay, Jack, how can I get myself out of this mess?
I think you can prove your innocence. If you can't remember what happened that night, we just gotta prove someone else did it.
You're forgetting something, Jack. I'm not a detective.
So? Neither is Sheriff Butler. Listen, you need to collect some new evidence. I can't do it because, hey, look at me, I stick out like a sore thumb. But you do blend in and can probably do some digging.
Rita did say that she was going to meet a friend after the reunion. But who?
Well, it so happened that when I overheard the deputy, he did mention some other possible suspects. I, for one, agree with him on the selection.
Who are the other suspects?
At first, I didn't believe it. Then I thought about it, and it makes sense, I'm telling you. Two folks who ain't what they seem. How about Mayor Fleming and Doc Larson?
Mayor Fleming?
That's right. Mayor Irving Fleming. I once saw Rita sitting in his comfort of the courthouse, and they were looking pretty cozy. The election's coming up, and I'm sure he's busy sweeping all the skeletons out of his closet.
Doc Larson? The medical examiner?
Have you ever noticed how many female visitors they have at the morgue? Rumor has it that he has his fingers where they shouldn't be. He used to have Rita personally deliver medical textbooks from the library, you know.
Do you know if Rita dated anyone else?
Besides you? Well, she did used to see Sheriff Butler, but that ended a long time ago. Anyway, you have two good leads to get you started. As for me, I'm out of here.
The sheriff used to date Rita? I didn't know that. Now I really don't trust him.
I think you're barking up the wrong tree with that one, but what the hell? Maybe it'll take some of the heat off you if you harass the sheriff. Anyway, I gotta go.
Wait, Jack. I can't do this by myself.
You're capable of more things than you think, Mike boy. And I'm not abandoning you. I'll be cruising the neighborhood. If you turn up anything, come back here and flag me down.
It's about time the carnival opened. I'll bet they were just trying to build up the public's curiosity so they'll attract more customers.
That's not a carnival ticket, you moron!
Here's my ticket.
So, do you want a medal?
You don't have to be so rude, you know.
Well, excuse me! Look, pal, I've been coughing up my lungs all day. So now that you finally coughed up a ticket, we can put an end to this delightful conversation.
Look, I don't need to take this abuse. I'm leaving.
Good idea. You look like the type who knows how to abuse yourself.
This carousel must mark the center of the carnival. There are walkways leading off in 4 directions. A shooting gallery! According to my ticket, all the attractions here are free. A sideshow and Hall of Mirrors attraction. Great. I've experienced enough freaks and distortions to last a lifetime. Hello, ladies.
Hello, sir. I hope that you are enjoying the carnival.
Say, this guy looks delicious, doesn't he, Minnie?
What are you writing?
I'm addressing these postcards. We're sending them to famous people from all over the world.
I'm writing the text of the postcards. We write to everyone. Jack the Ripper, Lizzie Borden, Genghis Khan.
And I'm addressing this one to Charles Dickens. What's your name? Maybe we can send one to you.
Where do you send these postcards? To the dead letter office?
Oh, that's very funny, sir. No, we send them to the local morgue. I'm sure they know where to forward them.
So come on, hon. What's your name?
My name's Mike Dawson.
Mike Dawson? Oh no! That was the name I was supposed to mail the key to. I think I made a big mistake. Watch your mouth, sis! The voices won't like it. No! I'm sick of you and your twisted ways, Daisy. You built the Hall of Mirrors as a favor for those voices you heard. Now I'm doing a favor for the voice I heard.
Look, pretty boy, I'm not letting my sister say anything more. Go on, get out of here before we all get in big trouble.
Minnie, are you all right?
Haven't you caused enough trouble already? We've got nothing more to say to you. Get out!
Let go of her, Daisy!
Haven't you caused enough trouble already? We've got nothing more to say to you. Get out!
What a magnificent stage! This act must be something really special. Excuse me, Gargon.
I'm in the middle of my act. What do you want?
What kind of act do you do?
I lift and juggle barbells and perform other amazing feats of strength. Enjoy my act while you can. I'll probably lose my job soon.
Why would you lose your job?
I can't draw a crowd. They all go to see the Siamese twins or the fortune teller. There's just no interest in my talents. Not when you can rent Arnold or Sly at the video store for $1.
Is there anything I can do for you, Mr. Gargon?
You can stop pretending to feel sorry for me. I know that no one really gives a damn. Now, let me get on with my act while I still have a job.
A fortune teller. These people are nothing but rip-off artists. It's probably how this carnival makes most of its profits. What role does this play in my future, Pandora?
I see a wheel with 6 spokes that turns no longer.
What can you tell me about this?
I see a hat rack with one of its 4 pegs occupied.
Are you a fortune teller?
Indeed I am. Pandora, the all-seeing and all-knowing. Allow me to introduce you to my friend, Lucifer.
What's my fortune?
I get my strongest readings from personal items. Perhaps you have something in your possession I may examine.
This time, can I just ask you questions without all the hocus pocus?
I sense that your psyche wanders a plane far removed from this one. Mysticism holds much greater meaning for you than does normal conversation. No, another reading is what you need.
What a bunch of hogwash. I'm leaving.
You'll be back again. It's in the cards.
Pandora, I need your talents again.
Lucifer and I have been expecting you.
What can you tell me about Minnie and Daisy?
I see a glassy envelope sent to one who in the morning walks on 4 feet, at midday 2, and in the evening 3, but now he sleeps.
Thank you. That was very insightful.
It was our pleasure. Good fortune to you. Kiss goodbye, Lucy dear.
I wonder why a morgue would have a waiting room. Sorry to bother you, Doc Larson. Do you have time to talk?
What is it? I'm very busy with a patient.
How well did you know Rita?
Hardly at all. She worked at the library. That's all I know about her.
Speaking of public institutions, I heard that you used to work for a hospital. Until you got fired, that is.
What? Who told you this?
Something having to do with seducing a patient, I believe. Boy, it would be a shame if that piece of news got around town. Why, you'd be finished around here, I imagine.
Don't threaten me, you little snot! Why, for 2 cents, I'd wring your neck! Get the hell out of my office and never come back!
Doc Larson must have accidentally hit the admittance button when he slammed his fist on the counter. Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up! Here's an address book. Why would someone keep an address book locked up in a file cabinet? Let's take a peek inside. This is list full of women's names and telephone numbers. Oh my God! He gave Rita a 4-star rating. Why, that dirty old man. Hey, that's odd. Jimmy Gardner's phone number is listed too. The toe tag says this guy's name was Mark Dawson. He's wearing some kind of charm around his neck. It looks like a key made of glass. I can't take this guy's necklace charm. He obviously wanted to be buried with it. Here's Mark Danson's autopsy report. This says that Danson died of natural causes. Old age, apparently. He was a lighthouse keeper. I didn't know anybody still did that. And he walked with a cane. Hey, that's the answer to Pandora's riddle. I walk on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs during the day, and 3 legs at night. A man walks on 4 legs as a baby, and 3 legs when he needs a cane. Freezers for storing dead bodies. Oh my God! That's Rita! Her head's been cut off! Here's Rita's autopsy report. Rita's head was forcibly removed by a sharp instrument with a serrated edge and, oh God, her tongue and eyes were cut out and left at the murder site. Here's Doc Larson's invitation to speak before the AMA. I wonder what they would think if they found out what a skirt chaser he is. Here's Doc Larson's invitation to speak before the AMA. I wonder what they would think if they found out what a skirt chaser he is. Many meant to send this glass key to me. I don't think Mark Dawson will mind if I take it. Oh, great. I have to figure out which side of each room is a mirror and which is a passage. I hate these things. I need to find a path leading to this room. There's a path here. There's a mirror between me and this room. A mirror. A mirror. A mirror. There's a path here. A mirror. A mirror. There's a path. There's a mirror between me and this room. A mirror. A mirror. A mirror. A mirror. A mirror. A mirror. There's a mirror between me. A mirror. A mirror. There's a path. A mirror. A mirror. A mirror. A mirror. There's a path here. A mirror. There's a path. There's a mirror. I need to find a... There's a... There's a path here. There's the path. There's the path here. A mirror. There's the path here. I need to find a mirror. A mirror. A mirror. There's the path here. There's the path here. There's a mirror between... A mirror. There's the path here. There's the path here. A mirror. A mirror. There's the path here. This mirror has a keyhole. The key opened the mirror. I need to find... There's a mirror.
Michael, at last you have come to save us.
Who the hell are you?
I am the keeper of the light. At least, that is who I used to be. The ancients have seized the light from me. You must retrieve it and use it to destroy the power generator before it is too late.
What happened to you?
The Dreketh guard disemboweled me, then threw me into the maze to die. You must hurry, or billions will die on both sides of the portal.
What is this generator you're talking about?
It is the machine that is incubating the behemoth, the beast they intend to unleash on your world. The generator is powered by human brain cells.
Is there anything I can do for you?
No. I am dying. Now quickly, you must rescue the light and gather the points. Destroy the generator. You are our only hope.
How horrible! This must be what happens to Dark Worlders when they die. Another maze! If I really am in the Dark World, then this should be nearly identical to the Hall of Mirrors. I need to... There's a mirror. I need... I need to... There's a... I need to find... There's a mirror. I need to... It's true. I have returned to the Dark World. The sun never shines here. I can't tell if it is day or night. I don't like the look of those two guards. This must be some kind of prison. What is through that passageway?
It could be the prison compound. Then again, it could not.
Let me inside the prison!
Only authorized Dark World personnel are allowed to enter. Leave the premises immediately!
I am a Dark World prison official. Let me in.
Oh, a Dark Worlder, are you? I bet you don't even know if it's day or night.
Day or night? But there's no sun in the Dark World.
But we have day and night just like anywhere else. Any Dark Worlder can tell the difference.
I am a Dark Worlder. Give me a chance to prove it.
We will let you pass if you prove to us that you are really a Dark Worlder. Tell us which of us is Ick and which is Uck, and tell us whether it's day or night. You can ask questions, if you like. We like to be fair.
Which one of you is telling the truth?
I am. I am Ick, and it is night. He is not. It is not. I am Ick, and it is daytime, and that's final.
Which one of you is Ick?
During the day, I claim to be Uck. I am really Ick. He's lying. I am Ick. I am Ick, and it is daytime.
I need to think about this some more.
Then leave. Don't come back until you can prove you're a Dark Worlder. Ugly organic.
Oh my God! That's Rita's head! It's happening all over again! The ancients have returned! This must be the gate to the power center. This hellhole looks like a twisted perversion of my hometown. This building looks like some kind of processing plant. What's that rancid stench? It smells like rotten meat. Do you mind if I take this delicacy with me?
Take it, human. No one else is left to eat it but the vermin.
This building reminds me of some project I messed up in shop class. What a magnificent structure. It looks like a temple, but I can't imagine that Dark Worlders would find anything worthy of worship. This place gives me the creeps. Even in the normal world, I feel uneasy about attending church, especially since my father died. This book must be quite old. The binding is badly cracked and split. I can barely make out the title. Necronomicon. Why, there's a picture of my old house in Woodland Hills. And here's a picture of me. This chapter is about how I stopped the ancients' first plan to conquer the normal world. There's a guard in front of that building. This looks like some kind of crime scene. I have important news to give to the ancients from Ik and Uk, but I can't tell if they are truthful.
Ik always tells the truth during the day, but lies at night. Uk lies during the day, but tells the truth at night. Now go away. There's something oppressive and frightening about this building, but the architecture is spectacular. It must be a governmental center.
You, Minen, have been charged with conspiring in a rebellion against the Ancients. How do you plead?
I am innocent, dispassionate one.
In the interest of expediting matters, we shall enter a plea of guilty and issue a summary judgment. Because of your years of faithful service as a privileged worker, I shall be merciful. Instead of suffering public humiliation like the leader of your rebellion, you are hereby sentenced to death.
Oh, thank you, dispassionate one. You are kind and just.
How could you execute that poor creature just now? What kind of justice is that?
I can't believe my ears. Questioning a justice's decision? That is tantamount to questioning the Ancients themselves. You are a loyal minion of the Ancients, aren't you?
I hate the Ancients and will do everything in my power to destroy them.
Well, why didn't you say so? There are many here in the Dark World who feel the same as you, and all of them are sentenced to death.
Oh my God, the stench in this room is horrible, like a mountain of rotting meat. I got the data card back. Damn, I've got to get out of here. happened? Where am I? What happened to me?
You met with an unfortunate accident, Michael. You were killed.
Are you saying that I'm dead?
Not exactly. You are not of this world and hence not easily destroyed here. You will leave this place. It is your destiny.
Does that mean I'm immortal?
Hardly, Michael. You are still subject to the cold hand of death, but you are not easily killed. I foresee that you will again visit me in this place. One day you will stay permanently if you continue to be so careless.
What is my destiny?
You are destined to stand against the evil forces controlling the Dark World. You are charged with defeating the Ancients and saving your own world in the process. Some of the people of the Dark World will aid you.
Who will aid me?
You will meet them in the course of your journey. They will extend the hand of friendship to you, but they will pay with their lives, and their souls will be remanded to me. Attend!
How do I get out of this hellhole?
Climb the staircase. It leads back to the Dark World, near to where the Ancients have erected their power generator. Go and fulfill your destiny.
Doesn't seem I can re-enter the underworld from here.
Matrix verified as privileged worker. Access permitted.
What is this thing? I can't tell if it is an electric motor or a shooting gallery. This device is definitely biomechanical, part living organism and part machine. Can you speak?
To be sorry. To be producing power infected with random magnetic fluxes. To be not able to stabilize magnetic emanations from power disk. To be announcing. To be producing stable power transmissions with secondary effect of unusually strong magnetic emissions. To be analyzing tertiary effect.
What's that odor? It smells like dirt, but it's very faint. It reminds me of when I helped to lower my father's casket into his grave.
Matrix verified as privileged worker. Access permitted.
Okay, I know the answers to your riddle.
Then tell us, which is which? And tell us if it's day or night.
You, on the right. You are Ick, and it is daytime.
I guess you are a Dark Worlder after all. Well, forgive us for doubting you, privileged one. You may pass.
Phew! This place smells like dried puke. What a horrendously ugly baby! And it smells even worse than the small ones. It's her! The Keeper of the Scrolls! I feel like I should bow, but I'm too embarrassed. Hello again, Your Honor.
Greetings, Michael. I am pleased to finally meet you in person. Please forgive me for allowing myself to fall into a state of captivity. Even we keepers have failings.
What's going on?
We are besieged by the ancients once again. They have conquered the Dark World and enslaved its inhabitants. Soon the ancients will enter your world and do the same to your people.
What is the ancients' plan this time?
They are hatching a horrid creature called the Behemoth. It is now incubating behind their power generator. This creature will enter your world and drain all life from it.
But I thought the ancients weren't capable of entering the normal world.
This is true, but they have altered the genetics of a Dark World creature to create what is called a shapeshifter. A shapeshifter can assume human form and for brief periods of time enter the normal world.
What does this shapeshifter look like?
No one knows. The ancients kept its identity a secret. The shapeshifter goes to your world and severs the heads of his victims.
What must I do next?
The shapeshifter is gathering heads for the ancient's power generator. The generator taps directly into the victim's brain cells. Once 4 human heads are implanted, the incubator will be fully powered and the behemoth will hatch.
How do I destroy the power generator?
Seek out Goth the Hermit. He lives beyond the recreation center. Goth served the Keeper of the Sword. He has studied the power generator and knows how to use the 3 points to destroy it.
What are the points?
The points of the triangle are the 3 icons that have kept the peace in the Dark World until the arrival of the Ancients. The light, the scrolls, and the sword.
I met with the Keeper of the Light. She said the light had been stolen.
Yes, I know. She is dead. I felt her life force extinguish. But if the Dreketh Guard have taken the light, then it may still be in the Hall of Troopers.
Do you still have the scrolls?
No, Michael. When I learned that the Dreketh Guard were coming to arrest me, I gave the scrolls to the Keeper of the Sword for safekeeping.
Where do I find the Keeper of the Sword?
The Keeper of the Sword was arrested not long after me. She is now under trial in the Hall of Justice. However, her life force is weakening. She may already be dead.
How can I identify this shapeshifter?
Only by facing your destiny will you know that. You must do it, Michael. Go back to your own world and search. Look hard at everyone you know. Look into your memories. You will find the answer there.
What must I do next?
Do not neglect the fact that you are under suspicion in your own world. Seek out your government leader. He will point you towards the truth, although he is unaware of the role he plays.
How do I destroy the power generator?
Find the points, the light, the scrolls, and the sword. Then follow Goth's instructions for destroying the power generator. That is all I can tell you. Good luck, Michael.
There's a mirror. I need to... There's a mirror between me and this room. There's a... There's a... I need to... There's a... I need to find... There's a mirror... I need... There's a mirror... I need to... There's a... There's a... There's a mirror. There's a mirror between me and this. There's a. The key opened the mirror. I need to. I need. There's a. A Wheel of Fortune game. You guess a number, and if it turns up on the wheel, you win a prize. I want to play Spin the Wheel.
Pick a number between 0 and 9.
I like the number 6.
Okay, give the wheel a spin. Number 6, a winner!
I need to... Key opened the mirror. There's a mirror between me and this room. The machine stopped working. I need to... There's a mirror. I need to... There's a mirror. There's a... I need to find... I need to find a... Key, open the mirror. I need... What a mess. I must have wandered into the backstage area of the carnival. It looks like the power to the entire block has been shut off. I can't believe it. Here's a sign saying that the diner has been closed by the health department because of a rat infestation. That doesn't make sense. Hank keeps the diner spotless. There's Jimmy Gardner and Melissa Fleming. Jimmy's the type of loser I'd expect to see in a place like this. But it's surprising to find the mayor's wife here. What's up, Gardner?
What do you want, doofus?
I've been looking into Rita's murder.
Oh, yeah? I'll bet the whole city council's breathing a sigh of relief knowing that you're on the case.
Do you have any theories about who killed Rita?
From what I hear, the sheriff's got you pegged for the #1 suspect.
How close were you to Rita before she was murdered?
What business is it of yours?
thought that since you're still friends with Melissa, maybe you kept in touch with Rita.
You leave Melissa out of this, you hear? And as for Rita, she wasn't the innocent librarian you and a lot of others thought she was. She got around.
What do you mean Rita got around?
Look, Dawson, stop asking questions before you get hurt. Rita was damaged goods. Only you were too stupid to notice.
I paid a visit to Doc Larson's office.
So what's that got to do with me?
I found a little black book listing you, Rita, and several other women.
I used to round up dates for Larson now and then, and your librarian friend needed some cash. I guess our public institutions don't pay their workers enough money.
What are you saying? Rita wasn't like that.
Then don't believe me. But it was Rita who came on to the dock, not the other way around. That girl was a real pro.
How about a game of pool?
Cut the crap, Dawson. We might have been friends once, but that was a long time ago.
What happened to you? You were a straight-A student until you dropped out.
I guess I'm just the town's bad seed. You went off to college and joined the established. I stayed here and became a statistic.
We were friends in high school. Why are you so angry with me now?
Let's just say that you and I don't share the same interests anymore.
You're a real tough guy now, aren't you, Jimmy?
You got that right, chump. I'm the local wise guy, so stay out of my way.
I hear that your interests these days aren't exactly on the up and up.
So what? There's a lot going on in this town that ain't exactly on the up and up.
Tell me, Jimmy, how come the sheriff leaves you alone?
That's easy in this town. That flatfoot doesn't know his butt from an armadillo. But I got the goods on him. He doesn't bother me.
What do you know about Sheriff Butler?
I know he's down here trying to get away from what happened in Dallas. Yeah, he's a real champion of justice, all right.
Maybe I should go.
Yeah, get out before I throw you out.
The mayor campaigned on how he was going to rid our streets of the homeless, but I guess they just got driven into sheds like this. Another evil that's been hidden but still exists. It's hard to believe that someone could live in this dilapidated old shed. I found an old coat hanger. This might be useful. I once read a story about how a thief used a wire to open a lock. There's nothing else here but coffee grinds, banana peels, and other smelly refuse. There's nothing else here. Some archaeologists believe that to truly understand a culture, you should examine its trash. There's nothing else here but coffee grinds, banana peels, and other smelly refuse. There's Mayor Fleming. I've known him ever since I was a kid. He and my father were in the insurance business together. Hi, Mayor Fleming. I'm Mike Dawson. Remember me?
Why, of course, Michael. It's good to see you again.
I'd like to talk to you about the recent murder, Mayor Fleming.
You mean Ms. Scanlon? What do you want to know about it? It was a terrible thing.
Rita was a friend of mine. Did you know her at all?
Yes, but only slightly. Miss Scanlon did some research for my re-election campaign. She seemed like a nice young woman.
Are you all right, Mayor Fleming? You look a little pale.
Yes, I'm fine. I just realized I'm due at a meeting in the courthouse and... Damn. I left my briefcase in the car. Oh well, I probably won't need it. So long, Michael. Stay out of trouble.
There's nothing inside the mayor's briefcase but a quarter and... Why, that dirty old man. He's got a collection of porno pictures. Oh my God! These are pictures of Rita! Why, you sanctimonious old bastard. No wonder you're so anxious to bring in outside help to solve the case. You don't want the locals to find out that you and Rita were having an affair. Wait till Jack sees this. Maybe I can get the sheriff out of his office.
Sheriff's office. Butler here.
I want to report a robbery in progress. Come quick!
Who's being robbed?
Some poor old lady over at the ATM. She got roughed up pretty bad.
Thanks. I'll be there in a jiff.
It looks like the coast is clear. I can't believe that idiot fell for my trick. Here's a photo of Rita, and the glass is smashed like it was hit with a fist. And here's an old newspaper article. The headline reads, "Butler charges dropped." I knew it. Sheriff Butler was kicked off the Dallas police force because he was accused of accepting bribes. He was never convicted because the key witness was killed in a car accident. Wait till Jack sees this. Nothing else here but more of the sheriff's girly magazines. It's locked. Here comes Jack. Thanks for meeting me, Jack.
No problemo. What have you found out?
I found a newspaper article accusing the sheriff of graft.
Well, I'm not surprised. I never thought that fat slob was a champion of law and order he pretended to be. Unfortunately, that doesn't link him to Rita.
I also found a photo of Rita in his desk. He smashed it with his fist.
Really? I guess he still carries a torch for Rita after all. Good job, Detective Dawson. You were right to suspect him. What else did your snooping turn up?
I found a bunch of nude pictures of Rita in the mayor's car.
I told you he's not the grandfatherly old politician he'd like us voters to think he is. Man, I'll bet you wanted to kill the guy when you saw those photos. Find anything else?
Doc Larson has a little black book hidden in his file cabinet. Rita's name was in it.
Hey, I knew he thought he was some kind of Casanova. Can you believe it? And the guy pokes around with dead bodies all day. Got any more dirt?
Hey, what about Mrs. Ramirez? Her husband was seen with Rita just before he died.
Ah, the jealous wife angle. Well, that fire did leave her a rich widow, but the sheriff never could prove her involvement. I don't think you're going to have better luck.
Still, I'd like to follow up on it.
It's your life, but if I were you, I'd keep close tabs on the mayor and Doc Larson. Well, I'm out of here. Let me know if you find anything.
Finding my way through the Hall of Mirrors and returning to the center of the Dark World wasn't nearly as difficult as I thought it would be. My nose is burning from ozone and other assorted fumes. It's making me feel lightheaded. This ego massager sure is heavy, but I think I'll be able to lug it around with me. This place looks strangely familiar. I've got it! It reminds me of the police station from my first visit to the Dark World. I better watch my step in here. Hey, I need some questions answered.
By order of the ancients, there can be no questions answered without proper data card identification.
I hope my identification meets your approval, sir.
1,000 apologies, Organic One. I had no idea that you were a privileged worker. Where are you assigned?
I don't see how that is any of the Dreketh Guard's business.
You're right, of course. I didn't mean to offend your organic sensibilities. Tell me, have you already made your offering today? Or do you prefer to do it at night?
No, I prefer to pay it at night.
No matter when you make your offering of blood to the ancients, it gives you a sense of purpose, doesn't it? Well, you're obviously a loyal minion of the ancients. Please, do me the honor of watching over the Hall of Troopers for a while. I have a new batch of prisoners to torture.
I feel a warm glow spreading through my body. For the first time, I really believe I can put a stop to the evil that's happening here. It didn't take me too long to find my way from the dark world back to the center of town. Hey, Gargon, I bet you can't lift this.
Oh, yeah? I can lift anything.
I'm sure that snapped you out of your depression, Gargon. How do you feel?
Why, I feel great. I don't know what you did, kid, but it sure beats those pills I've been taking. I'm turning over a new leaf. No more feeling sorry for myself. No more rumors.
You've been taking pills.
Yeah. Antidepressants. Painkillers. But heck, I don't need them anymore. Why don't you take them? Give them to someone who's really in pain.
I haven't been past the Ramirez mansion in a long time. It's one of the town's oldest landmarks. They used to own all of the land around the park before they donated it to the town. Hello, Mrs. Ramirez. I'm Mike Dawson. I grew up in this town.
Did you? Well, what do you want?
I was just admiring your house.
It is lovely, isn't it? It's over a century old. At one time, it was the only building around here for miles.
So your family's been here a long time?
My late husband's family, actually. But they're all dead and gone. It's just me now.
You must get lonely sometimes.
Nonsense! I have my church, my books, and I have my money.
It must cost a lot to insure a place like this. My dad used to be in the insurance business.
I'm sorry to hear that. Those insurance people are godless swine, worshipping nothing but the almighty dollar. Why, they even tried to cheat me out of my husband's life insurance. I finally had to take them to court, but I won.
I couldn't help but notice all the religious icons you have.
Yes, they ward off the evil that is running amok here in Crowley. This town used to be a God-fearing community, but now I don't dare to leave my house except to go to church.
Why do you think the town is corrupted by evil?
Why, just stroll along the street, and you will find vice and decadence behind every door. The church is our only hope for salvation. You do attend church, don't you?
I go to church whenever I get the chance, I guess.
You should go to church every Sunday, at least. And more often than that, when possible. There are dark forces at work here, and your soul must be fortified to resist temptation.
Thank you, Mrs. Ramirez. I appreciate your time.
God be with you, young man.
Excuse me, Mrs. Ramirez. May I talk to you?
What is it this time, young man?
I was wondering if you knew Rita Scanlon, the woman who was murdered nearby last week.
Only too well, young man. She was the devil's tool, I tell you.
Just how well did you know Rita?
Well, enough to know she tried to seduce my late husband. She was a harlot. She deserved what happened to her.
Why do you say that she was the devil's tool?
All of you young people are servants of Satan. It's all that heavy metal music and drugs and sex.
Did you see or hear anything the night Rita Scanlon was murdered?
Young man, I have already told the police everything I know, which is nothing. But if you ask me, she had what was coming to her.
Did you murder Rita?
Don't be ridiculous. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. What happened to her was divine retribution. I had nothing to do with it. Well, I think I've answered enough of your questions for now. Good day!
I'm here to collect my final payment.
Quick! Get in before someone sees you.
Why, that was Jimmy Gardner. What's that thug doing here?
Come on, lady! You still owe me one last payment for the torch job. Fork it over!
You need to learn that patience is a virtue, young man. The money's been coming in slow from the insurance company, that's all. Here's the rest of what I owe you. Bless you for your help.
Mrs. Ramirez is handing Jimmy a wad of bills. Jimmy is still counting his money. I've got to take a picture of this. Jack didn't believe my suspicions about Jimmy. Wait till he gets a load of this. I have a splitting headache. I better go see Dr. Sims.
Why, hello, Mike. How are you feeling today?
I feel terrible. I've got another one of those headaches.
I see. Well, I think we can take care of that after we have a little chat.
These headaches are gonna kill me.
When did this last one begin?
A little while ago. I was out for a walk at the park. I stopped by the Ramirez mansion.
And what did you see?
Well, I'd rather not talk about it.
Mike, you're not going to get better unless you completely confide in me.
Let's just get on with the hypnosis, okay?
All right. We'll hypnotize you now. Relax. Empty your mind and stare at the spot on the ceiling. You're feeling sleepy. You are calm, at peace.
Here's part of it. I'll have the rest tomorrow night when I can get to the re-election fund.
Make sure you do. This will be harder to get away with than torching that rich guy was. Boy, that Rita sure had a thing for other people's husbands.
Look! Up there, it's Mike Dawson. He's been listening in on us.
Dawson! Still sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Just like your friend Rita. You want to end up dead like her and all her other friends?
Anybody hungry? How about some filet of brain? The gray matter is particularly tasty today. Just what makes us Darkworlders strong and healthy. Hey, Mike! Your shoes are bleeding!
Oh, you're so gross, Mike. No wonder Rita would rather be with my husband than with you.
Mike, are you awake? How do you feel now?
I feel much better. Thanks, Dr. Sims.
I'm gratified to know it's working so well for you. We have a few minutes. Let's talk a little before you go. You were talking during your dream.
Then you heard it all?
You talked quite a bit about Melissa. I take it you have reason to be angry with her husband.
Why do you think I'm angry with the mayor?
Your dream. It sounded like the mayor's wife was plotting with Jimmy to murder her husband.
I'm angry at Jimmy. He killed Mr. Ramirez for having an affair with Rita.
You're projecting, Mike. I think you're the one who was jealous of Rita.
Doctor, I think you're wrong about my feelings for Rita.
Well, maybe. But that's about all the time we have today. Give some more thought to what we discussed. And if your headaches return, see me.
According to what the Keeper of the Scrolls told me, this is where Goth lives. This is the Keeper's best spy? No wonder they lost to the Ancients.
At last, the agony is beginning to subside.
How do you feel?
I feel the pain no longer, but that does not change the fact that I will die soon. At least I will be able to enjoy the experience.
Now it's your turn to help me. I'm told you know all about the Ancients.
No one knows all there is to know about the Ancients, except the Ancients. But I do know about their current plans.
Just what are the Ancients' current plans?
They've created a creature called the Behemoth that is able to live on your side. You realize that we Dark World inhabitants are not capable of crossing the barrier.
There is one Dark Worlder who can exist in the normal world.
You speak of the shapeshifter. Yes, but he can exist on your side only for short periods of time, long enough to bring back a human head for the Ancients' power generator.
Why did the Ancients create this behemoth?
This creature was designed to collect the life force of the human race and deliver it to the Ancients. Once the behemoth passes through the barrier into your world, it will become invincible.
Why did the Ancients conquer your world?
They are life force scavengers. They travel from planet to planet, feeding off the life force from each world they visit. It sustains them while they sleep in their spaceship and ponder the universe.
Why would the ancients be interested in my world?
They have nearly siphoned off the life force from this world, as well as most of the planets in my universe. They need new regions to harvest. Your world, for example.
Tell me about you and your undercover work for the Keepers.
I have been part of the underground movement against the ancients for a long time. A very long time. But it appears that my labors are near an end.
You've been very helpful. I'll let you rest now.
Yes. Rest. Life is so weary. Don't touch that, human. You're liable to set it off, and who knows what will become magnetized.
Tell me more about the underground movement.
The Keepers organized us to revolt against the Ancients, but we underestimated the Ancients' power. We're all but completely slaughtered.
If you couldn't stop the Ancients, then how can I?
The points of the triangle are the only way. Gather the 3 points: the light, the scrolls, and the sword. The troopers seized the light. The scrolls are locked up in the Hall of Justice.
Where is the Sword of Justice?
The shapeshifter has it. After the Keeper of the Sword was crucified, the Ancients gave it to the shapeshifter as a reward for his services in the normal world.
Where can I find the shapeshifter?
No one knows where he lives. I'm sure he is well protected by the Ancients. He is their most trusted agent, after all.
What do I do with the points?
The Ancients' power generator. I've had a good look at it. You can overload it with the point's energy. Send their spaceship a power surge that not even the Ancients can withstand.
How do I use the points on the generator?
With the light, illuminate that which is dark. With the scrolls, feed the truth into that which is false. And with the sword, sever that which should never have been joined.
You've been very helpful. I'll let you rest now.
Before you leave, take my crossbow. It emits a magnetic field. It may prove useful to you.
Can this crossbow be used to magnetize metal?
I suppose so. We used it to disrupt communications. There is very little metal in the dark world. Why do you ask?
I need to win a game in my world. This crossbow might help.
Games, he says. Were the Keepers wrong about this one? Oh, let me rest, human. You are not worth my remaining energy. Use it wisely, human. The power is low, and I don't know how many shots are left.
This looks like a fun game. I used to play horseshoes with my dad. I usually beat him, but I think he liked to let me win. I have an admission ticket.
Now hold on to your ticket. You need it for readmission into the carnival.
How much does it cost to play this game?
I don't want your money. The game's free.
Okay, what do I do?
Just toss a ring around that metal pole over there. It's so simple, a child could do it.
I'd like to play this game.
Yeah, be careful, the ring's heavy. Bullseye, a winner!
This cul-de-sac ends at a cross. Why are there symbols of death all around this complex?
Matrix verified as privileged worker. Access permitted.
hideous mechanism. This perverted joining of man and machine has got to be stopped. The machine stopped working. What an odd sensation. I know that these are the scrolls of wisdom. I'm as certain of that as I've been of anything. Here comes Jack. Guess what? I have a photo of Mrs. Ramirez paying off Jimmy for killing her husband. Yeah, I don't think it's a coincidence that his name keeps turning up.
What do you mean?
What's the connection between Jimmy and the sheriff?
Well, Jimmy told you he had the inside goods on the sheriff. I guess he was talking about the bribery charges.
What's the connection between Jimmy and Doc Larson?
Jimmy's name was listed in Doc Larson's little black book. Knowing Jimmy, he probably helped round up girls for the good doctor.
What's the connection between Jimmy and the mayor?
There isn't one. Oh, wait a second. He's very fond of the mayor's wife, Melissa. So you think he was angry that Rita was a homewrecker?
Hey, I'm angry that a married man was fooling around with her.
Well, before you go ripping somebody's head off, I'd check out their story. On my way over here, I saw Jimmy go into the pool hall. Why don't you go have a man-to-man with him?
been suspicious of you for some time, Jimmy Gardner. The liquor store robbery, the Lindbergh kidnapping, but now I'm convinced you murdered Rita Scanlon.
Listen good, Slim. I'm getting real sick of your crazy talk. Now shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
You don't frighten me none, Jimmy Gardner. This here letter proves you're a killer. They're gonna lock you up and throw away the key.
That does it, you loon. You stuck your nose where it doesn't belong, and now you're gonna pay for it.
Hey, stop picking on him, Jimmy. Put that gun away. Let's see if you're brave enough to take me on, man to man.
Oh. Ah.
You okay, Mikey boy?
What happened?
I had a feeling you were spoiling for a fight with Jimmy, and I thought you could use some help. Looks like I was right. You can thank me later. I've got to run.
Wait a minute. Where did Slim run off to? Jimmy's knocked out cold. Jimmy's knocked out cold. Jimmy's knocked out. What the hell is going on, Slim?
Oh, come in, Mr. Dawson. Thanks for helping me out back there.
Why'd you run away when Jimmy pulled his gun? I thought your suit made you invulnerable.
My uniform doesn't cover my face, Mr. Dawson. Every power has its limits.
I'm sorry I couldn't have done more. I guess I'm not much of a fighter.
What are you talking about, Mr. Dawson? Why, you knocked Jimmy Gardner out cold.
I think you need glasses, Slim. I wasn't the one who saved you.
Some people think my head's a little screwed up, but my eyes are fine. From what I could see, you were a real hero in there.
What was this evidence you said you have against Jimmy?
It's a love letter written by Rita to Melissa's husband. It seems she was having a fling with our honorable mayor.
How did you get a hold of this letter?
Oh, I snatched it out of Melissa's purse earlier today. I knew she was involved in some kind of conspiracy, and I just needed a motive. Gosh darn if I didn't find one.
What first led you to suspect Melissa?
I've seen Melissa go into the pool hall regularly the past few weeks. Now, that isn't the proper place for a mayor's wife, is it? So I've been keeping my eye on her.
I noticed you collect a lot of things, but how could you stoop to picking a woman's purse?
Well, Mr. Dawson, sometimes you have to bend the rules a little in the pursuit of justice. I am the town's sole protector, after all.
I don't understand what Jimmy has to do with all of this.
The night before the high school reunion, I saw Melissa give Jimmy a big wad of money. That seemed mighty suspicious, especially after how Jimmy turned Mr. Ramirez into a crispy critter.
You know that Jimmy caused the Ramirez fire?
Don't act so surprised, Mr. Dawson. Most people just think I'm a crazy fool, so they tend to talk a little carelessly when I'm around. I've heard it all. And then some.
You know, Slim, there is a lot of evil in the world.
You got that right, Mr. Dawson. That's why I prefer my own delusions.
Thanks for helping to clear my name. Next time you have a conspiracy theory, I'm gonna listen.
My pleasure. But I'm going to give it a rest for now. My fillings are picking up radio transmissions from outer space again, and I'm starting to get a headache.
Do you mind if I hand the letter and Jimmy's gun over to the sheriff, Slim?
Go ahead. Sheriff Butler wouldn't pay it any attention if I gave them to him. He didn't even believe me the time I found Jimmy Hoffa's grave. Take them. They're yours.
Jimmy's gone. I've got to find him before he kills more people for the generator.
Matrix verified as privileged worker. Access permitted.
Oh no! I didn't get here fast enough to keep Jimmy from killing the mayor. I've got to stop him before he kills another 2 people to complete the generator link. This is either a Dark World armory, or I've wandered into a gun shop in Los Angeles. Who are you?
I am a simple craftsman, skilled in the arts of binding metal with flesh. I build biomechanical appendages.
What are biomechanical appendages?
Organic and mechanical weapons that connect with and into your body. They are controlled by your nervous system, just like a normal muscle.
Hey, can I get one of these biomechanical appendages from you?
For a price. I trade and sell my work. Right now, I could use a triggering device.
Why can't you just build a triggering device?
Supplies of metal have been difficult to obtain since the ancients took over. Everything is being reserved for the power center. But if you can find me a metal triggering device, I'll build you a weapon.
What is this place?
A weaponry and supply shop. I create powerful weapons used by the lackeys that serve our masters.
Who are your masters?
The ancients. They force us to work for them or die, those monsters. But at least I am able to practice my craft.
Are all the inhabitants of the Dark World enslaved?
All of us still alive. Those few of us the ancients deemed valuable were spared and forced to work for them. Rather than kill us outright, they drain our life force slowly. Offerings, they call it.
Who are the lackeys?
We all are. Craftsmen like me, the Dreketh Guard, the Justices, privileged workers. We are all under the Ancients' rule, and we will remain so until we die.
Well, this is all very interesting, but I must be leaving. I'm sure I'll be back.
Do you think you have a choice?
Is the trigger mechanism of this gun of interest to you?
Let me see that.
Well, is it something you can use?
Why, yes. This will do quite nicely. It's a trade, then. Here, let me attach your biomechanical arm.
Cool!
Hey! What the hell happened here?
I guess the trigger must have jammed. But I hit every target, so I think I still earned a prize.
You can have your prize, but I don't want to see your face around here again.
That was some pretty nice shooting there, Dawson. You seem awfully handy with a weapon.
Look, Sheriff, I'm getting tired of you hounding me.
Well, you better start getting used to it. The mayor's been murdered.
I don't know anything about it. What happened?
The FBI's examining the body right now. I'm on the lookout for suspects who've been to the park during the last hour.
Who do you think did it?
Like I said before, Dawson, you're my #1 suspect. Nothing you've said or done convinces me otherwise. Maybe you knocked off Mayor Fleming because of Rita, or maybe you had other reasons.
I didn't do it, Sheriff. It was Jimmy Gardner.
Jimmy Gardner? Don't make me laugh. He's a two-bit punk, not some psycho cutthroat.
I've got a letter implicating Jimmy. Melissa hired him to kill Rita for having an affair with the mayor.
All right, Dawson, I'll talk to Jimmy about this letter. But stick around in case the feds or I have any more questions for you.
I have a splitting headache. I better go see Dr. Sims. This sign says that the hardware store will be closed for the next 2 weeks.
Why, hello, Mike. I'm surprised to see you again.
My head is killing me, Dr. Sims.
What happened?
I'm worried there's going to be more murders, Dr. Sims.
The whole town shares your concern, Mike.
It's my fault, Dr. Sims. I know who the killer is, but I let him escape.
Don't blame yourself, Mike. Capturing criminals is the responsibility of the police.
You don't understand. The Keeper of the Scrolls chose me to stop the Ancients.
Mike, you really must resist these fantasies about the Dark World. There's no shapeshifter going around and murdering people.
I think I need more hypnosis.
I agree, Mike. Let's try another session. Look at the spot on the ceiling. Relax. Close your eyes.
Welcome back, folks. Our guest today on Let's Make a Death is Mike Dawson. How are you, Mike?
Okay, I guess. What's going on, Paul?
It's your lucky day, Mike. You get to choose one of 3 holograms and learn something about this mystery you're trying to solve. Which hologram will it be?
Hologram number 1, please.
Hologram number 1 is the lovely Rita Scanlon, alive and well.
Mike, you're so wrapped up in your own little world. You didn't kill me. You know, you really ought to read more. I could have helped you like I did Mr. Ramirez, the mayor, and Doc Larson.
Ouch! Not quite the reunion you hoped for, was it? Choose another hologram.
Hologram number 2.
Hologram number 2 is the not-so-honorable Mayor Fleming.
You know, Mike, you and Rita just didn't have the right kind of interest. You just didn't click the way she and I did, if you know what I mean.
Oh boy, I think I got the picture. And so did you, Mike, when you found those photos of Rita in the mayor's car. I bet that got your engine running. Choose another hologram.
Hologram number 3.
Hologram 3 is a real smooth operator. Doc Larson.
Rita didn't have much time for you, Mike, but she somehow found time to bring me my medical textbooks. You don't suppose that got her interested in playing doctor, do you? Are you jealous, Mike? That's what you get for sneaking into my office and stealing my little black book.
That must have been a bitter pill to swallow. I'm sorry, Mike. There's no prize for you in any of the holograms, but we do have a lovely parting gift for you. All the hardware you'll ever need. A beautiful set of steak knives, sharp enough to cut again and again and again.
Mike, are you awake? How do you feel now?
I'm feeling a little better. At least my headache's gone again.
Well, that's good to hear, Mike. How do you feel about the mayor's death now?
That bastard Fleming got what was coming to him.
Michael, don't say such things. Your dream must have tapped into some buried anger.
Don't worry, Dr. Sims. I think I'm getting better. I'd like to go now.
Very well, Mike. Now just go home and try to get some rest.
Okay, Dr. Sims. I'll try.
I think it's for the best.
Excuse me, Mike Dawson? Special Agent Gannon, FBI. May I have a word with you?
I have nothing to say to you.
You're not leaving until I get some answers from you.
Why are you talking to me?
I'll ask the questions, Dawson. I'm the cop. You're the suspect. Got it?
What am I suspected of?
You're suspected of a lot of things, Dawson. I've done some checking up on you. I know all about what happened to you last year.
What do you know about what happened last year?
Enough to know that you're nutty as a fruitcake. We've seen your psychiatric reports, Dawson. They have psycho written all over them.
No, it's all true. There really is a dark world.
Save your insanity defense for the jury, Dawson. The truth is that you killed both Rita Scanlon and Mayor Fleming.
But I found a letter that proves Jimmy Gardner killed Rita. I gave it to Sheriff Butler.
Butler's off the case. I'm in charge now. And as for your friend Jimmy Gardner, he's in the hospital, coma. Furthermore, Doc Larson places the mayor's time of death sometime after you attacked Gardner, killer.
Larson's lying. He was involved with Rita. He's the psycho.
Right, Dawson. Everybody's a psycho but you. No wonder Rita dumped you. Is that why you killed her?
I loved Rita. I didn't touch her.
Oh yeah? It sure sounds like everyone else did. She dressed up in leather for the mayor. She was doing the nasty with Doc Larson. But nothing for poor Mike. Makes you mad enough to kill, doesn't it?
Oh no! I think I'm really in trouble. I need to talk to Jack.
Portraits verified as privileged worker. Access permitted.
Doc Larson. I can't exactly say he didn't deserve his fate, but there's only one more head left to go. If the shapeshifter isn't Jimmy, who could it be? Paul? The machine stopped working. Here comes Jack. I'm in real trouble now, Jack.
Why? What happened?
I hit an FBI agent.
Smart move, Ace. Why'd you do that?
I got angry. He made some comment about Doc Larson and I just flipped out.
I can't blame you, Mike. The idea of him and Rita together would drive me crazy too, not to mention Mayor Fleming.
Maybe Mrs. Ramirez was right. Maybe Rita got what she deserved.
Hey, none of that talk, Mikey boy. It takes two to tango, you know? Both Mayor Fleming and Doc Larson are Class A leches. I'd like to clobber them myself.
The mayor's been murdered. His head was cut off, just like Rita's.
What? Another murder?
By the way, thanks for helping me back at the pool hall.
No problemo. I had a feeling you'd try to take Jimmy's head off. So, did he fess up?
Jimmy's not our man. He was unconscious when the mayor was killed.
That's real bad news, Mikey boy, because I'm fresh out of Leeds. I think you're going to be swinging a sledgehammer the rest of your life.
Sledgehammer? Wait a second. Paul Cooper, the hardware store owner. He's involved in all this somehow. I just had a dream about him.
Man, you're losing it. Instead of grasping at straws, you should be putting your affairs in order. Look, I'll be a character witness for you at the trial, but I think I've outlived my usefulness here. Take care, Mike.
Hey, this is the design room from my first visit to the Dark World. I'll never forget this ghastly thing. The ancients used it to open my skull. I see it in my nightmares all the time. There's Paul Cooper. For a guy who runs a hardware store, he doesn't keep his house in very good shape. Nice lawn, though. Hi, Mr. Cooper. I'm Mike Dawson. Remember me?
Sure, Mike. I remember you.
So how's the hardware store business?
Great. I've given myself a vacation for the first time in about 3 years. The store is closed right now. I'm just going to relax and water my lawn for the next week or two.
Does your lawn need that much water?
It's dry. It's always dry. Gotta get it ready. You know how it is. It's nice to have a pretty lawn. I'll have a big water bill, but I don't care. As long as it keeps pumping, I'll keep watering.
I was wondering how well you knew Rita Scanlon.
Rita? Well, she lived across the street. We'd wave to each other. Why? Was she a friend of yours?
We went to high school together a few years back.
Yes? I didn't really know her back then. She moved in over there about 8 years ago, but I didn't talk to her much.
Pretty terrible news about the murder.
It certainly was. The second murder this year. I don't know what's going on in this town anymore.
What do you know about a second murder?
Old man Ramirez died in a fire. Some say it was an accident, but I think he was done in. A real shame. He was a steady customer at the hardware store. Liked to read, too.
Do you know of anything else strange going on in town?
No. Why do you ask? Nothing ever happens here. The town is full of cobwebs and stagnation. It needs a good cleansing. Until the murders, the place was just too quiet.
Why do you say the town's too quiet?
It was as if the town was waiting for a messenger or something. So I water the lawn and get it ready. I want to have a nice lawn ready for the messenger when he comes.
I think I have to leave now. You take real good care of yourself, Paul.
Take care of yourself, Mike. Hey! What happened to the water?
Oh man, this is too weird for words. There's no doubt that Paul is crazy enough to be a killer. Now I have to find some hard evidence to connect him to the murders. bedroom looks fairly normal. In fact, it kind of resembles my own room. Scuff marks. This bookcase must have been moved across the floor recently. A secret passage. Oh my God! Paul's house contains a dark world portal. I was right. He is the shapeshifter. I've seen this creature before, in my dreams. I'll be damned. I saw this book in the Dark World Temple. It's the Necronomicon. What kind of crap is this? The book's open to a chapter about the other world. It seems that the spirits of the dead, whoever they are planning to send a messenger to cleanse the Prime World.
Keep your unclean hands off my things, Mike. You're here to stop the messenger from coming, aren't you? Well, then you shall be the first to be cleansed.
Paul, do you want me to call a doctor?
Mike, don't bother helping me. I'm sorry I attacked you. The voices told me to kill you. They tell me many things.
What else did the voices tell you?
They told us to prepare for the coming of the messenger. He will arrive any day now and cleanse the world. It has been foretold. We have seen it in our dreams, and we have prepared our souls.
What do you mean you prepared your souls?
Don't you see? All 3 murder victims were members of our otherworld cult. The killer has taken us first because our minds are already prepared.
You mean to tell me you aren't the serial killer?
Of course not, Mike. I could never have done such things. Only one as great and pure as the messenger can perform such deeds. I knew my time would come soon.
What were these voices you heard?
The spirits of the dead. We contacted them a year and a half ago during a seance I conducted. They wanted things.
What kinds of things did the voices want?
They wanted us to worship them. They taught us a ceremony. We used it, and though we didn't realize it, we became their slaves.
Paul, you're starting to look awfully pale.
Everything's growing dark.
Oh my God, I killed him! Paul was obviously the shapeshifter. I don't care what he said. But who's going to believe me without any proof? The police will just say that I was jealous of him too. One thing's for sure. I've got to get out of here before someone finds me with a body. Why is the deputy standing guard in front of Rita's house. She wasn't killed at home. There must be some evidence inside that the police are protecting. Hi, Deputy Brown. What's new?
Oh, hello, Mike. What are you doing here?
Some people seem to be in too much of a rush to solve this case, don't you think?
Yeah, but it's an election year. What do you expect?
What has the election got to do with it?
Mayor Fleming's up for re-election, and I suppose he doesn't want any unsolved murder cases around. That's why he called in the FBI. He doesn't trust us good old boys to do a proper job, I guess.
You look like you're on guard duty.
I'm keeping watch over Rita Scanlon's house.
A week after the murder?
I'm just following orders, Mike. I'm not supposed to let anyone in. We've had problems with vandalism before.
What for? What's in there?
Not a thing. But we need to keep Rita's house intact until the FBI comes. They'll want to go over it with a fine-tooth comb.
When's your shift over?
Who knows? We've been working overtime at the sheriff's office ever since the body was discovered. This case is being given top priority. Unless there's an emergency or something, I have to stay put.
So how's the murder investigation going?
Come on, Mike. You know I shouldn't be talking to you about that. Go on now, let me do my job.
It's dark in here. Spooky, too. Uh-oh. I better get out of here. That should keep Deputy Brown busy for a while. There's no one guarding Rita's house now. It's so strange being inside Rita's house knowing that she's dead.
Dear Mom, not much happening lately. I went out with Mike Dawson the other night. He's a nice guy, but he has some emotional problems. In fact, he's starting to act like a sick puppy around me, and I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt him.
Why, that bitch? She was never really interested in me. She was just toying with me.
In a few minutes, I'm off to my reading group meeting across the street at Paul Cooper's house. Now, he's somebody I'm really attracted to. Tall, handsome, and good at fixing things around the house.
I'm glad I killed that creep.
Well, gotta run. Paul gave me a ticket for a free psychic reading at the carnival. I'll give it a try this weekend and let you know what the future holds for me. Kiss Dad for me. Love, Rita.
Ticket for a free psychic reading? I hope Rita didn't already use it because I don't have a clue about where to go from here. I've never been in Rita's bedroom before. It's not what I imagined it would look like. The decor is so odd.
You thought you had everything pretty much figured out, didn't you, Mikey boy? Well, I'd stop while I was ahead if I were you. The truth can be very ugly.
What role does this play in my future, Pandora?
Let me see that card. Ah, why didn't you tell me you were one of the Illuminati? This entitles you to a special reading.
Mikey, there are no monsters in the closet. There's nothing there but an old dusty mirror. But I'll tell you what, I'll lock this closet forever so that nothing can get through it. I have an invisible key to the closet. Now watch. Now I'm locking the closet. Poof! It's gone. The monsters won't be able to come through the closet. Now try to go back to sleep, dear.
I feel like such an idiot. All these years thinking my closet was locked. Who knows what's inside it?
You do.
bathroom always smells of Mom's perfume. The fortune teller was right. This closet was never really locked after all. So that's what's inside. A mirror. Could this be another portal into the dark world? I look like hell. Why, this is a dark world bedroom. Odd. It kind of resembles my own room. My shoes and my mom's butcher knife. They're covered in blood. I'm back in my own kitchen, but I didn't pass through any portal. What do you know about my shoes getting bloody?
Here, Mike. This will explain everything.
Oh my God, that's Rita. Her head's been cut off.
Mike, I've come to speak to you from beyond the barrier of life and death. Humanity is in grave danger, and you are the only one who can destroy the beast that my friends and I have unleashed.
Rita, I thought you were dead.
I'm dead but have not yet departed. Unless you act soon, all of humanity will suffer a fate far worse than mine.
I don't care about anyone else. Tell me who did this to you.
A predator. He killed all of us, one by one.
I visited your murder site. I found your reunion ticket.
I didn't lose my ticket, Mike. That was dropped by my murderer.
You mean the shapeshifter attended our reunion?
Mike, don't you see? My ticket was serial number 656. The one the murderer dropped was 655. The two tickets were bought at the same time.
Are you saying that the shapeshifter invited you to the reunion too?
Your jealousy is clouding your mind again, Mike. That was always the problem between us, and it will lead to your downfall.
I know all about your involvement in the Otherworld cult.
All seances were just harmless fun at first. We wanted to contact dead poets and writers, but instead we contacted the ancients.
So this was the reading group you were always running off to.
I'm sorry I lied to you, Mike. The ancients seized control of our minds and made us do things against our will.
Why would the ancients be interested in your seances?
The ancients needed humans to make a creature able to live in the normal world indefinitely. Through the teachings of the Otherworld cult, they reprogrammed our thought patterns to interface with the power generator.
Is it true that you became involved with Doc Larson and Mayor Fleming?
Mr. Ramirez too, but his wife had him killed before I could bring him into the cult. That was my assignment, recruitment.
Who else did you recruit?
I tried to recruit Sheriff Butler and you, but failed. You were both too jealous to become members of the cult.
How could you let yourself become a pawn of the Ancients?
You were a pawn of the Ancients too, Mike. It was your first visit to the Dark World that gave the Ancients enough knowledge of the normal world to engineer the behemoth.
I don't understand what's happening here.
Mike, you poor innocent fool, you were being used and don't even realize it. But you have a chance to redeem yourself by destroying the behemoth.
How can I destroy the behemoth?
You can kill it only with the sword, but you must hurry, Mike. While the behemoth is still in the Dark World, it is vulnerable. Once it enters the normal world, it will become invincible.
The sword is powerful enough to kill the behemoth?
Yes, but you must use the sword before it reaches the portal to the normal world. Once the behemoth crosses over, it will grow powerful enough to destroy all of humanity with a single blow.
How did you learn all of this, Rita?
My mind is connected to the ancient spaceship through the power generator. While they sleep, I hear their dreams, and their dreams become our fate.
Why do the Ancients want to destroy the human race?
Once humanity's life force is released, it will fully wake the Ancients from their slumber and nourish them for a virtual eternity.
How much time do I have?
The portal in the adjoining room is too small for the behemoth to pass through. Once it hatches, it will head straight for the portal in the maze, and it is hatching even as we speak. Mike, if you truly do care about me, please don't let me die with so much blood on my hands. Stop the behemoth from reaching the normal world. I must leave now. Goodbye, Mike.
On second thought, if I return to the normal world, I won't be able to stop the behemoth on time. On second thought, if I return to the normal world, I won't be able to stop the behemoth on time. Second. Now I'm back in the Dark World. I'm sure I didn't pass through a portal this time. Perhaps time and space are warped here. This place somehow seems even more gloomy than the rest of the Dark World. I've got to get back to the power center and stop the behemoth from hatching.
Matrix verified as privileged worker. Access permitted.
That's Paul! He wasn't the shapeshifter after all. I've got to reach the portal before the behemoth gets there. I need to choose my way carefully this time if I'm to beat the behemoth to the portal. I'm not leaving until I destroy the power generator. I need to find... I need to...
Michael, you've done it. You've defeated the ancients. You have saved our people and yours. Michael.
Hey, wake up, Mikey boy. Hey, wake up, Mikey boy. You've been out of it for a little while.
What happened to Dr. Sims? He's been stabbed.
You don't remember, Mikey boy? We killed him. He was getting in the way.
What do you mean we killed Dr. Sims?
Don't you get it, Mikey boy? You and me, we're both one and the same.
What are you talking about? Wait a minute. I get it. You're the shapeshifter.
You're wrong again, Mikey boy. In case you haven't figured it out, I don't exist at all. I'm you, and you are me, and we're all together. Get it?
No, I don't get it. How can you and me be the same person?
I'm your dark world counterpart, Mikey. A manifestation of your own sick mind. If you don't believe me, grab the knife and try to kill me. Come on, Mikey boy, give it a try.
We're too late. I should have never let myself be fooled by that letter Dawson gave me.
I don't know about you, but I feel sick. I never seen anything so horrible.
Looks like Mike offed the doctor and then offed himself. What a mess. Well, at least it's all over now.
I still can't believe it. Mike Dawson, a serial killer.
He was sure busy the last few hours. He killed Mayor Fleming, Doc Larson, Paul Cooper, and his psychiatrist all in one day.
One thing's for sure. I'm gonna be having a few nightmares myself over this one.
It's too bad you couldn't get to first base with Rita either, Sheriff. Then we'd have your head hanging on our power generator, too. It's too bad you couldn't get to first... Horrified by what you see, Deputy? You'd be even more horrified by what your dark side is capable of. Dr. Sims, I concur with your diagnosis that Mike Dawson is suffering from multiple personality disorder. However, I think you underestimated the danger of me becoming the dominant personality. Oh, Mike, there's no need to thank me for returning your mom's butcher knife to you. It's the least I could do for ruining the ancients' plans again. Well, as they say, the third time's the charm.